one thing that's going to separate you and actually get you to pull off losing the weight that you want to, having the dream physique that you want to, is your actions. So many people will say, I want to have this physique, I want to be this weight, but when it actually comes down to doing the hard work, they don't do it. And it's because it's not a priority for them. They don't want it bad enough. Like for me today, I am constantly doing things that I don't actually want to do. I worked my nursing shift, in case you can't tell. I got up an hour earlier at 6 o'clock to get my steps in. And comes to the end of my shift, I'm like, oh, still haven't got my steps in. I know myself well enough that I'm parked outside my house now. If I go inside and have dinner and have a little rest in bed, I am not getting back out. I'm not getting back out. I'm going to rot in there for the rest of the day. So before I even step foot in the door, I've got my headphones. I'm literally just going to go for a walk in my uniform because I know that is going to help me get closer to my goal, and I have made it a priority, and I don't fucking make excuses because they don't help anyone. Everyone needs to realize that losing weight is not easy. You need to do things that you don't want to do. You need to make temporary sacrifices. And if you want it bad enough, you will not just say that you're going to do this and you're going to get this physique, but you actually need to act on it and put in the hard yards to get there. It's not easy. But yeah, a little bit of a rant. I also wanted to do a check-in on how I am feeling. I had my diet break. I found it really, really challenging. I felt like I had no control around food. I felt like I wanted to binge, and I didn't, obviously, but those urges were there. And I spoke to my coach. I had my check-in today, and he was like, that is so normal. That is so normal. Like, you're used to eating basically nothing, and then we're upping your food and your calories, and you're like, oh my God, this is great, but I want even more. Like, I can't get enough of it. It's like a drug addict. And I felt like I was so crazy for feeling like that, but it's really reassuring to have a coach who can explain those kinds of things to you. I've been dieting again now for 2 days, and it's been okay. I'm going to say it's been okay. I wouldn't say it was easy. I felt like I had like my mojo going. I was kind of like had this momentum, and I was used to it before. And now that I've had my break and I'm back on it, it's been quite challenging. I'm still doing it. I've still done it. I haven't done anything wrong, but it's been I've had to push a bit more, I guess I would say, because I'm like starting over again. And yeah, I just want to be honest with you because that's how I'm feeling. I think it's not going to be linear. Your progress is not going to be linear. You're not going to have amazing days all the time. I've just been telling myself, okay, I just need to get through today. That was yesterday, my first day back of dieting. And then today I'm like, okay, cool. I just have to get through one more day. And then at the end of the day, I'm like, bro, you should be so fucking proud of yourself. You just did that. Like, you should be happy about yourself. You need to like positively talk about yourself rather than having all this negative self-talk. And then I know once this week is finished, it will be fine. Like, I know that, but it's just getting through the first week, I think. And then I'll get my mojo back and it will be fine. But yeah, I am so tired right now. I've been up since fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, and my dinner time is 5:30. It's now 5:20. So I'm also hungry, but I know the second I step foot into that house, I'm not stepping back out. I'm not, okay? That's another thing. You need to know yourself well enough and identify where your weaknesses are and actually do things to act on them. For example, the first probably 8 weeks of my diet, I was like, okay, I know from the past, if I keep a packet of chocolates in my house, I will eat the entire thing. I have no self-control. Okay, we've identified the issue. Now, if you want your physique bad enough, what are you going to do about it? Do you want to know what I did for the first 8 weeks of my diet? Every single day, I would go to the shops and I would buy one caramello koala, one chocolate, because I knew if I kept large amounts of chocolate in my house, it would be too much of like an urge and I couldn't resist and I would keep thinking about it. So I took the time out of my day every single day to go to the shops and buy one chocolate for 8 weeks. Not only do you need to identify where your weaknesses are and what you can improve on, but you also need to act on them and think, how can I no longer make this a problem? How can I prevent this from happening again? So yeah, word of advice, I'm constantly learning so much on this journey, and I think doing like check-ins are not only good for just like having them there on the internet for people who might relate, might be going through the same thing, but also for myself to look back on, because when you see all of these like transformation videos of people being overweight and then like they've got a good physique and like, oh my god, that's awesome, they did that, like that is such a crazy transformation. You see the transformation, but you don't see the other side of it. You don't see the missing out on social events, you don't see the constantly thinking about food, you don't see making sacrifices, missing out on things, having like constantly challenging your own thoughts and your mindset. Like you don't see any of that, you just see the end result. And I think the journey there is just as important to document. So yeah, that's my little video for today. I do work during the week, so usually when it comes to like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, that's when I'm going to be able to pump out all my content, because I actually have time to film and edit. But when it comes to my working days, I don't really have much time to be doing that. So that's kind of what my schedule will be like for TikTok, if that makes sense. But yeah, I hope you are all doing amazing. All of your messages and your comments have actually made my day. Like, you guys are just wonderful. I can't even express how I feel. Like, it's just amazing. But yeah, I hope you all are doing well and have a good night. And I'm going to go for my walk.